If you were withdrawing from heroin, do you think a fistful of mushrooms would help you, or would it hurt you? We're going to find out right now. Howdy folks, G-Man here, coming at ya from my guest house for privacy's sake. So, tonight's video was supposed to come out last night, and it was supposed to be about tramadol, but I've decided to change it up a bit. I was watching the Hard Intentions Saturday Night Live program that they do. Great show. They're Wednesdays and Saturday nights. Check them out. It's around 8 o'clock my time, which is Mountain Time. Anyhow, they were having a great discussion about Ibogaine and using psychedelics to treat opiate addiction. So that is what we're talking about today. Alright, so, as routine, we've got the drink. Check. We've got the vape. Check. And we've got big hair, nice clothes. Check. Alright. And real quick to my viewer Chris. Hey brother. I dug through my vape stuff, and I don't have a tank. So I gotta pick up a tank, which is gonna have to wait till payday on Friday. But this Friday, I'm gonna have that tank, a couple bottles of juice, some instructions on how to set it up and use the vape and all that, and it will be on your way across that pond. Okay, so, many people are curious about something that's called Ibogaine treatment, okay? Ibogaine is a psychedelic. I believe it is a psychedelic phenethylamine, but it could be a tryptamine. I'm not sure. But it is a powerful, long-acting psychedelic, and people have had success in treating opioid addicts, and I imagine other addicts as well, but for our channel, we're just talking about opiates. People have had success in giving people a good Ibogaine trip, monitoring their health, keeping them comfortable, having, some Xanax or some Valium on standby in case things go to a real dark place. And people have said that their cravings to use opiates have gone away after the Ibogaine trip, right? I have never done Ibogaine myself. In fact, I've never even seen it or heard of it up for sale anywhere. Psychedelics were my thing back in late high school and early college. I've done a lot of psilocybin mushrooms, or what we would just call shrooms, right? I've done LSD one time. But the one time that I did do it, it was a very, very powerful trip. I took about 14 hits. That's a whole nother story. That was a poor decision to take that much. But what happened, real quick in a nutshell, was ex-girlfriend of mine and her parents, we all threw in and we got I think 25 hits. And we all took 2 and gave it an hour or 2. And I kind of started feeling it, I was looking at the cat, kind of like, whoa, man, cat's part of life, whoa, But we just assumed it was bunk, because everybody else was saying, man, that was lame. So I just popped the rest of about what was left, and it totaled to be what I believe about 12 to 14 hits. And I tripped mad crazy for 17, 18, 19 hours, almost a whole day straight. And it wasn't a bad one. But again, that's a story for another time. Today, what I wanted to talk to you about is using psychedelics during opiate withdrawal. Sounds like the stupidest idea ever, doesn't it? Well, your boy has made a lot of stupid decisions, okay? And I remember back in my using illicit opiates days, this was probably around 2010. My dear beloved stepbrother, my rock, probably my best friend. I mean, there's my stepbrother and like one or two other dudes that are, on this level with me in terms of friendship. I've known him since I was like 10, okay? At this time, I think I was about 21, maybe 20. I don't know, I was young. I was addicted to heroin, and he called me, and I blew him off. I didn't answer because he didn't fuck with opiates, and he disapproved of me using them. So rather than disappoint him and have him think less of me, in my opinion, I just avoided him. And I think that's really common. I think that's a common theme for us junkies to do that kind of stuff. We kind of shut out the people who care about us because it's easier to just not deal with it, right? Than to face, that disappointment, that anger, that pain that we cause with our selfish decisions with drugs. But he had called me one day, and I didn't answer, and he called me back about 2-3 minutes later, and I didn't answer that. And I got a call, after he called twice in like 5-10 minutes, I got a text from him that said, "You know what, bro, ... never mind." And it just made me feel like shit. So I hit him back up and I just said, "What's up, man?" And he said, "Never mind, bro. I already told you. Never mind. Go do you. Give me a call when you're ready to talk or hang out again." And that really fucking hurt, man. My stepbrother, dude was my best friend. Like, straight best friend. And I knew I was hurting him. So I called him and I said, "Look, I'm just going to tell you the truth. I've been avoiding you because it breaks my fucking heart knowing that you're so disappointed in me. And just knowing that despite that disappointment, it doesn't matter. I just keep rolling." And, he kind of broke down. We both kind of broke down on the phone. And he was like, "Man, where are you?" And I said, "I'm in the count," which back in them days was slang term for East County, San Diego. I said, "I'm in the count. Where the fuck do you think I am?" Because the heroin was easiest to find and highest grade in East County for some reason. At least through the people that I knew. And he told me, he says, "Are you trying to score right now?" And at first I thought he was trying to get some because he has used heroin with me in the past. And I said, "No, I'm not trying to score. I don't got no money. I feel like shit. I'm getting sick. I'm about to go buy a couple of 40s and just fucking wallow in misery, I guess, in mom's garage and maybe take some Benadryl and zonk out." And he told me, he said, "Bro, fuck that. Get your ass on the trolley and the bus. Get over here. You ain't fucking going nowhere. You staying at my house for 2 fucking weeks. We'll drink some beer tonight. We'll smoke some pot. We'll chill. We'll hang out. And I want you to kick this shit." He goes, "I want you to kick it completely. No half-assing it." And he goes, "Once you kick it completely, if you want to go out and use again, that's on you. But you won't be able to say, I didn't help you." And my emotions got the better of me, and I just said, "Okay, all right, I'm coming. You want me to pick up the beer And he said, "No, fool, I'm paying for everything. Just get your ass here." So I got on the trolley and the bus, and I met him at his house. And when I first got there, it wasn't that bad. And it was only I was only about a day dry, so I wasn't in full-blown shit mode yet. So we're kicking it, we're ripping bowls, and we go to the store, we get some 40s of Venom. We used to call King Cobra, 40-ounce King Cobras, we used to call them Venom, right? Let's go get some Venom. And so we're drinking, and his roommate comes down, Lady D. I actually ended up living with Lady D at some trashy-ass pad with my stepbrother's band members. Actually, the first story time I gave you guys. And anyhow, we were all kicking it, and the first night went fine. Next day, started feeling crappy. And my stepbrother had some chica come over. And for some reason, she had like a half ounce of mushrooms with her. Psilocybin mushrooms. And by this time, I am starting to full-blown withdrawal. And my stepbrother said, "Hey man, let's take some shrooms and smoke some pot. And maybe it'll help you introspect a bit." And I was weary at first, you know, I really was. Something was telling me it's probably not the best idea. But junkies are not known for logical, rational decisions, right? So, that night, we all ended up taking an eighth. Lady D and I took an eighth. My stepbrother and his chica took an eighth each, all of us. And we started frying. And I remember Lady D and I excused ourselves because my stepbrother and his lady were getting a little smoochy-woochy, cuddly-wuddly. We didn't want to be no buzzkill. So Lady D and I went upstairs to the living room, and we were chilling on a sofa, and we started massaging each other, and just real deep introspection, and it wasn't even like a sexual thing. It was just a bonding and romantic thing that we had. And, you know, believe it or not, it actually really, really helped with my withdrawal. Obviously that night, I wasn't worried about him because I was, you know, too busy watching the fibers on the towel in the bathroom sway and shift, and too busy talking to Lady D about humans being a cancer for the earth and all kinds of hippie, whippy, wacky shit, right? And that was a lot of fun. And Lady D and I, like I said, it wasn't sexual, and I'm glad it wasn't, because Lady D is still a good friend of mine, and I hope she's doing well. Shout out to you, Lady D. And my stepbro, shout out to you. Thanks for having my back. But you know what? The rest of my withdrawal really wasn't as bad as it normally would have been. And I actually managed to stay clean for I think a month and a half after that experience. It was very introspective. It helped me deal with a lot of the underlying issues that caused me to want to apathize myself in the first place. So I do see a lot of potential for using psychedelics to treat opioid disorders. It would not be my go-to, and you know, every man and woman, every person has to make their own decision. But I will say that my experience with psychedelics while withdrawing from heroin was very positive, and it really did help me in the long run. So, yeah, you know, people have been using the Ibogaine treatment for a long time. I've heard a lot of talk about ayahuasca, which is basically DMT-containing plants combined with another plant that does something to your chemistry that allows the DMT to enter your bloodstream at a much greater rate. And I have done DMT. It's wild, it's wacky, it's crazy, crazy, crazy. And I'm thinking that we might do a story time this week pertaining to my experience with psychedelics. It would be a rather long video, but you know what? I think it would be really entertaining. And make sure you guys stay tuned, because later this week we're going to be dropping Tramadol, the redheaded stepchild of the opiate world. That was supposed to be Sunday night's video, but again, I was so intrigued by the conversations that we were having on Saturday Night Live over at Hard Intentions that I wanted to make this video. And again, this coming week's story time will probably be about some psychedelic trips, possibly some ambient stories. But before then, we're going to do Tramadol, the redheaded stepchild of the opiate world. Stay tuned for that. If you made it this far, do me a solid and hit the like and subscribe. If you're interested in opiate and opioid-related topics, this is the place for you. That's what we rock. I got a lot of plans for this channel. It's just taken me a little bit of time to get it off of the ground. We've improved our lighting, our camera, and our audio significantly. We've created thumbnails now that are worth a damn. I'm proud of that. I'm going to be redoing the intro soon, my intro and my outro. Same gist, just a little bit more descriptive about the channel. And I'm going to be doing a lot of things like, I am an EMT and I am a junkie. So what I want to do is I want to critique Hollywood depictions of overdoses and give my 2 cents. I'm also going to want to put out a lot of instructional videos on how to save lives during an overdose. That's all going to be coming at you and more. Thanks for rocking with me, guys. Help me bump that sub count up. 2 to 3 new videos a week, minimum. Last week was kind of but life happens. But we're coming at it strong, guys. G-Man, checking out. Stay up, stay safe, stay positive, and keep rocking it.